Hi everybody, my name is Alexis Garcia and I am a senior at Illinois State this year with a major in elementary education. I just want to give it a little disclaimer. I'm actually just like starting to recover from bronchitis, so my voice is kind of going in and out all day. So hopefully I can keep it going for the rest of this video, but I just want to let you know in case it starts to get kind of crazy. But just want to, here we go, introduce you to my book bag. This is my bag that I've had since I was like 12. I got it when I was in 8th grade, and I've had it through 8th grade, through high school, and all the way through college. It's starting to have a little wear and tear, like the straps are starting to rip and stuff. But this bag has definitely seen places, like I said, from all the different school environments to also different countries as well, which I'll kind of touch on a little bit later with one of my artifacts, one of my objects from my bag. But yeah, this is my bag. Alright, so my first object. So my first thing I have is actually just a picture of my family. So this is my dad, my mom, my sister Samantha, who is 14, me, and then my sister Brittany, who is 19. So I am the oldest of 3 girls. And then I also wanted to show a picture of my cousins. So it's not a great picture because it's really old, but this is my cousin Jake, my cousin Zach, and my cousin Josh. My family is, everything to me. And I'd also say that it's a little bit more unique in its setup, for me anyways, and from what I've seen from friends when I was growing up. But I guess when I was growing up, everybody always talked about, oh yeah, my grandparents, my grandma, my grandpa, they came here, they're my favorite, they took me to these trips and stuff. But for me, I never actually really had that kind of relationship with my grandparents, for various reasons. But my grandparent relationship, I guess you could say, was actually with my Aunt Kathy, my Uncle Joe, who are the parents of my cousins Jake, Zach, and Josh. Um, they are basically like a second pair of parents to me. The boys are like my brothers. We grew up in a very, close knit family, as well as, I'd say both my aunt and uncle and my parents, just very well rounded, kind, accepting people. And I think that's kind of made me into who I am today in terms of, gay rights and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think that their influence of just accepting and loving everybody for who they are has definitely rubbed off on me. And one of the things that I'm most grateful for in what they've taught me as I've grown up. So yeah, definitely my family is number one. My second item is this little necklace, and it's actually a baritone, which is what I played in band from when I was in 6th grade to my freshman year of college. And I also couldn't fit this in my bag, but this is my actual baritone. Yeah, I've had this for about 8 years now. But basically, music has always been a huge part of my life, in the sense that I think music can speak a lot of different languages and communicate a lot of different emotions. And I always thought that that was really cool. Like, you could have, music for when you need to calm down and are kind of like sad and dreary, but you also have music that can bring a lot of joy into your life. And my dad was a big influence with that. He listened, inspired me to listen to not just one kind of music, but, rock and even classical to pop to country, just everything. So music has always been one of my favorites, and I have like it has a lot of sentimental value for me. In fact, one of my favorite songs actually is 100 Years by Foo for Fighting, because it reminds me of a lot of really good times with my family. So I associate music a lot with just memories, and that's always been something really special to me. So yeah, that's music. That's my second one. My third one, my third object is actually a running shoe. So when I was in high school, and even like when I was younger, I never really considered myself an athlete of any kind, or really an active person at all. I played badminton in high school, but that was only like a really short season, and after that, like, I would literally just sit on the couch, just a couch potato, definitely. But when I started college, my freshman year, one day I got on a treadmill, just decided, hey, I'm gonna go for a run, why not? And I literally have not stopped since. It's become very much something that I enjoy, but also something that brings me, a lot of calming, especially when it comes to the school year and I get stressed out. So this is something that I really enjoy, and it brings a different sense of accomplishment. So even if I were to come home and not get one thing on my to-do list for homework done, if I was able to run that, I could at least check that off as an accomplishment for that night. So I'm actually running my first half marathon, hopefully in the fall, or in the spring. Actually, it was going to be this fall, but I actually unfortunately got injured over the summer. But I'm hoping to run, yeah, my first one this spring. So yeah, that's something that's definitely a huge part of my life. My fourth item. This is my fourth item. It is a teacup, and this represents when I was a sophomore in college. So for fall of 2014, I studied abroad in England, and that was a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to go to England, and so to be able to like live an everyday life there for about three and a half months, that was just amazing. And also just to be able to, the idea of being able to jump on a train or a bus and drive like 2 hours to London and then be able to, walk the streets of the most diverse city in the world. That was amazing on so many levels. Just to hear the different accents and the different languages and just see the different people was beautiful. And then on top of that, obviously, I was right next to mainland Europe, so I got to go to places like Belgium and Ireland and Italy and France. And so that was a really great experience. And I'm hoping actually to be able to kind of give myself another little travel excursion after graduation and be able to go back to England and also to other places in Europe once I graduate this May. So yeah, traveling is definitely, I've got the travel bug after studying abroad. So that's something that's definitely been really important to me over the last couple of years in my life. My fifth item is actually my student or school ID, staff ID for Clinton Elementary School. I'm actually in my student teaching in a second grade class in Clinton, and I'm in the PDS program in Elgin. So I get to do a full year student teaching. So first semester is kind of more of an observation, just getting to know the students and getting to know the school and my teacher. And then second semester I'll do more of a typical student teaching experience. But this is once another really huge dream come true for me. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a teacher. Whenever I thought about a different career, my mind always found its way back to teaching. I can't really say where this started, but I think it kind of came from the experiences that I had in elementary school with a lot of really great teachers there. And also my mom is actually a high school driver's ed teacher now. She used to be health and athletic training, but over the last about 8 years, she switched to driver's ed. But I think that also growing up in a school environment all the time was really cool for me, and I think influenced that a lot. So yeah, this is definitely something I wear every day when I'm with my kids. So that's great. It's a lot of fun. My last item is actually something that is a little bit more recent in my life. About 6 months ago, I found out that I have Hashimoto's disease, which is also known as hypothyroidism. And basically, it's when, it's an autoimmune disease where my immune system starts to see my thyroid as a foreign object and then starts to attack it, which then causes it to not work anymore. And that stuff controls hormones and different kind of, your metabolism, all that kind of stuff. So when this happened, it was really hard. I mean, I guess for somebody who's always really, relatively healthy and never had allergies or anything like that, this was a huge change in my life. But it also, I think it made me just appreciate things more and, care more about my body and making sure I was healthy and keeping myself on the right track. So I think also, it was kind of found in an unexpected way, really random. So I think I was just really lucky in that too, because it had gotten kind of far along, but we got it under control in a way that, I was really lucky. So yeah, that's my last item. But yeah, thank you. That's me. And I look forward to hearing from the rest of you guys. Bye.